So I wanted to start today's show off with a list that my friend Kyle wrote in about things that I should discuss. So here we go. This one's for you, Kyle. Number 1, how big is too big when it comes to penis size? I definitely see your dilemma here, guys. Too big, girls are like intimidated, but too small, it's just not good. Very, very picky. I understand. I really wouldn't worry about it. As long as you're about average 5, 5.5, 6 inches, you're going to do just fine. And it's not about how big it is, it's about how you can work it. So go out there and learn how to do it. Number 2, why do black guys like fat white girls? I'm really not sure. I don't think all black guys like fat white girls, but I think it's just because they're used to black girls having lots of booty and boobs, so that's what they're used to and that's what they like, and I'm all down for that. Number 3, why is my hair so cool? I don't know. I kind of spend a lot of time on it to make it look not normal. Like, I purposely don't shampoo my hair a lot, or I'll shampoo it with soap so it gets kind of nappy and, like, dreadish. I just like it to look kind of like I don't care, like, perfectly messy. I guess that's how I would describe it. Number 4, why do Asian people have such a bad driving reputation? I think it's probably just because Miss Shigaya is such a bitch and no one listens to her, and everyone just looks at her and is like, oh, she sucks at life, so all Asian people are categorized under that nasty Shigaya categorization. A city councilwoman from Colorado resigned after refusing to remove an offensive joke from her blog. This is such a stupid story because 1, we've all heard black jokes, Jew jokes, gay jokes, like Democrat jokes. This is so old. 2, I read the joke, it was really, really long, and it was not funny at all. And 3, like, why is that even worth losing your job over? Stupid. And 4, why do people take jokes so seriously anyway, especially if it's not even funny? It was a dark and stormy night. It was a terrible nightmare, the most horrible one you could imagine. In the nightmare, I found myself nude in bed, and I was looking at a mirror on the ceiling, and I discovered that I'm a Negro, and I'm circumcised. Quickly, I jumped up, found my pants, and looked in the pockets to find my driver license photo, and it was the same. Black. No, God, no, it can't be! I felt myself being very depressed, downcast, sitting in a chair, but it's a wheelchair! That means, of course, besides being black and Jewish, I'm also disabled. I said to myself aloud, this is impossible. It's impossible that I should be black and Jewish and disabled. It's the pure and holy truth, whispers someone from behind me. I turn around and it's my boyfriend. Just what I needed. I'm a homosexual whore and on top of that with a Mexican boyfriend. Son of a bitch. Oh my God. Black, Jewish, disabled, gay with a Mexican boyfriend, drug addict, and HIV positive. Desperate, I began to shout, cry, pull my hair, and oh no, I'm bald! The telephone rings. It's my brother. He says, since Mom and Dad died, the only thing you do is hang out, take drugs, and laze around all day doing nothing. Get a job, you worthless piece of crap. Any job. Mom? Dad? No! Now I'm also an unemployed orphan. I try to explain to my brother how hard it is to find a job when you're black, Jewish, disabled, gay with a Mexican boyfriend, a drug addict, HIV positive, bald, and an orphan, but he doesn't get it. Frustrated, I hang up. It's then I realize I only have one hand. With tears in my eyes, I go to the window to look out. I see I live in a shanty town full of cardboard and tin houses. There's trash everywhere. Suddenly, I feel a sharp pain near my pacemaker. Pacemaker? Besides being black, Jewish, disabled, a fairy with a Mexican boyfriend, a drug addict, HIV positive, bald, orphan, unemployed, and invalid with one hand, I am having a bad heart. I live in a crappy neighborhood. At that very moment, my boyfriend approaches and says to me, Sweetie Pie, my love, my little black heartthrob, have you decided who you're going to vote for the primary? Is it going to be Hillary or Barack? Son of a bitch, say it isn't so. I can handle being black, disabled, one-armed drug addict, Jewish queer on a pacemaker who is HIV positive, bald, orphaned, unemployed, lives in a slum, and has a Mexican boyfriend. But no! Please don't tell me I'm a Democrat! A man from Vermont is suing Burger King after finding an unwrapped condom in his chicken sandwich. Ew. He said he bit into it, it tasted bitter, and then he felt rubber between his teeth. I received this letter on December 7th. Mama Boca writes, Sadie's is coming up, and this guy I like asked me to go with him, so of course I said yes. But before then, this creepy loner guy asked me, but I told him I'd go with him because it's his senior year and I didn't want to be a bitch. So now I have 2 dates and I really don't know what to do. Help, please. Thanks. Smiley face. Well, of course, I have to say what the polite thing to do is go with the creepy loner guy, but don't let him know that you really think he's a creepy loner guy. But personally, what I would do is, well, I really don't know. That really sucks. One, why are these guys asking you to Sadie's if it's Sadie's? Like, aren't you supposed to ask them? I don't understand how this is actually a problem. Okay, now I'm being the bitch. Okay, anyways, if I was in your situation, personally, I would tell the creepy loner guy that I actually don't want to go with him. And don't say you're going to go with the guy just because it's his senior year. Guys aren't stupid. Like, when they ask you out and you're like, oh, I'll think about it, but you don't actually want to go with them and you think you're letting them down easy, it doesn't work. They're not fooled. Just let them go. You know, rejection sucks, but it's a lot better than being dragged around and lied to and everything. So I'm not trying to get on your case about this because everyone makes mistakes. So basically, here we go. Tell creepy loner guy that you're really sorry, but you don't want to go with him because you have another date already. And, oh my God, here we go. Lie to the creepy loner guy. Tell him, but don't tell him that you're lying to him. Tell him that you already had a date, but when he asked you, it was like pressure and you didn't want to hurt his feelings. So be like, actually, I already had a date and I'm really sorry because I just didn't want to hurt your feelings and I really shouldn't have done that and I'm really sorry. So there's this Episcopalian church in San Francisco and they want to be able to accept gays and their relationships in their church. But the big, like, Episcopalian man, like, who rules the whole Episcopalian, like, national organization thing is like, you can't do that, they're gay. So I just want to give a shout out to that church in San Francisco that is going out of the box and thinking that, you know, it's okay for gay people to worship God. Like, I think it's really hypocritical when people won't let gay people in their church. It's like, if you think they're such bad sinners, then wouldn't you want them to come to church and, like, find Jesus? It just doesn't make any sense. So shout out to everyone in San Fran. Hope that the big national board doesn't, like, disown you for being cool and thinking outside the box and thinking for yourself for once. So that's all that mattered to me this snowy December 9th, 2007. I'm Angela Stank, and you just got a whiff of the stank.
Music is my boyfriend. Music is my girlfriend. Music is my dead end. Music's